Iya lupa.
Yeah, sound effect mới hạตัว先。冇啊哥，冇人喺單位平排人叫。我開過。咪大學生可謂佢嘢咪做先一聲。Waduh, gue ready. I'm live, so I'm gonna do a quick sound check. Okay. So my audio sounds fine, and I actually fixed my problem with being, I don't know how to say this, but I guess making more problems for myself because I had to manually turn the AFK icon on and off, but now I just assign it to a scene, and then I assign a hotkey to set scene, so now I can just do this. I can just press a button and it actually works, so I don't have to constantly go to OBS by myself and manually click the AFK icon. So tonight I'm gonna keep going with Lilith character shit, but first I think I need to do some miscellaneous stuff first. I'm gonna have to draw some hand-drawn quality frame for my pictures and collages for my cat. And then once I'm done with this, I'm gonna go back to Lilith's character sheet. Oh, and also I fixed my mic problem. Instead of having to constantly cut myself off while trying to hold down the push to talk button, I simply just mute my mic when I'm not using it. Genius. Alright, I'm gonna start drawing now. Mic off. I'm not sure if it's just me or it's a bit difficult to design very cute, kind of like aesthetic frames. I think I'm just too uncreative for that. I'm gonna need everyone to hold on tight for a second. I'm gonna see if I can find some references for the cute elements. Not the frames itself, but more so if there are any cute icons I can compare, I guess. I wouldn't copy it because it would usually be too different from my own style. I'm having difficulty for some reason with drawing you know, a cute kitty. Being unable to draw, you know, cute aesthetic objects is one thing, but being unable to draw cute live animals, that's concerning. I hope I can fix this instead of like wasting time constantly redoing, because this mini flame just looked very concerning instead of adorable. Actually, I think I found a solution, but just bear with me for a while. Jesus Christ, I'm struggling. This has gotta be the rarest looking cat. Oh my god, I cannot for the life of me draw a cute art style. Jesus. This is gonna be all this is all I'm doing tonight. I'm not gonna draw anything else other than this. I'm going to die. It's been like what, an hour? And I've been here doing this. Finally, I can talk a bit more freely. So, just so you know, I don't always take at least an hour to draw a chibi version of a cat. It's more so because I cannot focus. Unfortunately, I don't live. I guess doubly so. The unfortunate that I don't live in a place where I can have my own privacy. So there are times where my streams will be interrupted a lot. So yeah, it's less than ideal, I would say. Otherwise, I would have finished this half an hour ago and continue with my character sheet, but here we are, still not done with this. It's just the unfortunate nature of you know, not not having money, I would say. You're being forced to make content under shitty circumstances. Right, so I've been wanting to say what I want to do with this frame is that I want to create some elements that will not only reflect my cat but also me. But of course I could not say anything at all, but specifically I would include at this point, I guess, my branding. If you've noticed at all in the canvas, it's not the color blue, don't worry. I know I've been shoving blue on everything I could, every color, every time I have to make a decision with colors, I will always pick blue. I'm fully aware, but I picked a proper, proper branding that has nothing to do with the color blue. And I think I'll just do another attempt with this. This is just horrendous. Like, genuinely, all of this is just so that I could have my own picture frame when I make collages for my kitty, because I did take a lot of pictures, but I wanted to post them without just dragging on a bunch of old pictures, basically. Like, I don't want to post one picture a day or just spam every single picture I have. Instead, I want to just do collages. Am I pronouncing it right? Collages? Picture collage? Yeah, I want to do that and just, put all of Flames. Oh, Flames is sleeping. Yeah, he's asleep. But I want to display Flames' cuteness and silliness all in one picture. Hence why I'm making this in the first place. And I could just use any application to make a collage, but I think they're a bit too plain. And I don't know, it's just not decorative enough, I would say. Like, there's not much elements I could add into the pictures, into the frames. Oops. Oh yeah, I may or may not have been drawing on the wrong layer, but it is a-okay. It's a habit of mine anyway. Yeah, I think this is severely out of place because my branding is fairly simple, but this is still a bit too complicated and too crowded. I do genuinely feel it's not envy, because that's too strong of an emotion. Like, I do think that it's cool that people can see very complicated things, very complex objects, and they're able to translate it into simpler forms. Even cats, like just two dots, like a mouth, you know, and then a half triangle for the ears, a round head or an oval, yeah, or an ellipse, and that's it. And they look cute. I don't know, to me, people like that are actually very creative, very skilled. Yeah, they're extremely good at making shit like that. So with my cat, I'm gonna have to pull up my other drawing. So even with my other drawing, I tried to make him look as cute as possible, but it's still very realistic, I would say, compared to what I'm currently aiming for. And I want to have this like pencil drawing quality. So this is gonna be a huge challenge. Like, don't you feel some type of way, like just this, aw, they're these artists are so cool, where they can just, you know, select a pen and then just resize it and then just go to town with it. Like, it looks like they're just making dots, you know, having doing simple strokes, but it comes, you know, it comes around and it becomes a really cool chibi drawing. I don't know, I can only hope I can become as good as that. Hence why I'm here, trying to practice so I can be good at it. I don't have to say that I am genuinely not trying to make a joke, but it does. My flame does look like more of a hamster instead of a cat. Very cute. It's a very cute hamster, let's just say. Very clawy. Long as claws. Okay, I'm gonna stop before I get distracted and just trying to come up with a lot of names for my kitty. But my cat, other than being orange, is quite peculiar. Not in a way like, oh, head empty, no thoughts kind of way, but more so than the fact that he's not the affectionate type. Because I've seen a lot of, you know, kitties who are very loving, like they are very cuddly, they love to snuggle their owners. Mine's not really like that. Flame likes to play, run around, lie down on everybody's beds but his own, you know, claiming everybody's seat cushion or bed as his own. But he's not a big fan of being hugged or carried, for that matter. But he does allow me to pet him while he's eating, only while he's I think he knows as well that if I pet him outside of eating, he would try to bite me to play. So if I wanna pet him and he bites me, he'll stop biting me and then starts walking towards his bowl. I think it's kind of like a mix of wanting to eat and wanting to be pet at the same time. I do have, this is less about my cat and more about general concerns about misinformation when it comes to cats. I have seen a pattern of people who don't like pets or cats specifically that run around constantly saying cat owners are, I guess, brain dead because they keep thinking that cats are the best thing in the world, and specifically also they love to throw in this word toxoplasmosis, which is, you know, something that's only you would only get if you are constantly inhaling cat shit. Like, there are other ways to get toxoplasmosis, and I'm pretty sure you're more likely to get it from those other sources from cats, other than cats. But yeah, they've constantly say toxoplasmosis as if it's a serious, very very serious, very fatal disease that you can have. So it's kind of like not knowing what you're talking about, but you keep bringing it to insult cat owners. I would say that it's dangerous for pregnant women. That's obvious. Or people with lower immunity. Okay, I'm just gonna AFK. I'm just gonna look up some information so I don't talk out of my ass. But from what I've read, genuinely, it's not something that every cat owner will have, because even if you have it, you would not show any symptom, because you would not have any you would not receive any dangerous effects in the first place. At most you would have is what, fatigue, fever, and it says here even, I guess, wait, what, cold? Is it cold? And I'm genuinely not sure why people are starting to spread misinformation. You're allowed to dislike cats, even though it's weird. You're hating on animals. Like, people who hate cats and dogs are truthfully very weird to me. Being allergic is one thing. Spreading misinformation because you cannot stand them is another. But yeah, I guess just a heads up. If people were to constantly say like, oh, you think cats are good because you're brain dead, because you have toxoplasmosis, just let them know they're more likely to get it from uncooked meat or rare meat in more than cat shit. That's all I'm gonna say. Even contaminated water, that's more like, you're more likely to contract from that than cat shit. But that's besides the point. I think it is still reasonable to think that maybe cats are not as clean as people think. But again, it's very weird to be spreading outright lies like that. Very concerning. I mean, it's already weird to not only hate cats or dogs, but to make, a whole ass community, a whole ass subreddit just to complain about their existence. And then for dogs, the one thing I hate about people who talk about how good dogs are as opposed to cats, like, men are supposed to have dogs, like dogs are men's best friend, as if you guys didn't, you know, breed pugs, specifically the dog breed that's related to pugs, as if you didn't breed them to shit, to the point that their face are so contorted that they have a hard time breathing. I also hate people like that that unironically says shit like that. That oh, you know, cats are inferior because dogs are supposed to be men's best friend. Dogs are better, blah blah blah. And then you treat dogs like shit as well. What the fuck is wrong? Like, I love cats, but I really like dogs as well. So that kind of either one or the other is very weird. It's a very weird mentality to have. Like, every time someone says that, I wanna reply. I wanna reply to them saying that, oh, sure, dogs are men's best friend, but men sure aren't dogs' best friends. But you know, I don't want to be argumentative. It's just very much you know, lacking self-awareness, I would say. But yeah, I think that's enough complaints from me. Oops. There's enough complaints about animals and people's attitude about animals. Let's hope I don't fuck this up. Oh yeah, I just remembered there's a quite interesting fact about, you know, oranges that I just learned because you know, I'm an ignorant cunt. Well, it's not that serious, but there are possibilities for oranges. I mean, it's not a possibility. I think it's a given for orange cats to have, you know, cat version of freckles. So yeah, with my oranges, with my flame, he has just random black whiskers, the black brows, black whiskers, and also yeah, the signature black dots around his lip. And I don't know if this is appropriate to say, but also around his little manhood. The black freckles. Yeah, I don't think I should say more. It's just very weird that apparently cats do have freckles too. Yeah, and the black and white whiskers is really funny to see. It's cute and funny. Yeah, I think this is the best that I can do. I cannot draw cute things. I cannot make them cuter. I'm not destined to be what are they called anyway? I mean, obviously they're artists as well, but what, chibi artists? Yeah, I think generally this is the best. Oh, okay, wrong angle. God damn it. Forgot that I flipped it. Bad habit. Oops. Oops. I didn't flip it. I rotated it. My bad. I'm stupid. Okay. I'll actually fix this. Alright. Now what I'm confused about is would this actually look good with, you know, a real cat's pictures? I mean, mine looks dull as well, but I guess I can just add more if I think that there's not enough. At this point, when I need to do anything picture or art related, I guess now I can just go, oh, I can draw it myself. Who needs a template? I can just do this myself, even though it looks very crude. But I suppose that's one benefit to be, you know, to have the capability to do this yourself. But I also need to make sure, since these are supposed to be framed, to not make it too saturated. Or maybe I should zoom up a bit more. Does that make sense? What did I write? Did I actually type pp? I think I just spammed the pencil or the pen brush, so I am not okay. I am not okay. Yeah, I think I'm still a bit too... I still put too much effort into this because it still looks too realistic. There's too many things, I would say. But yeah, back to the frame itself. remember not to make it too saturated. I wonder if it looks better to darken the base frame here. I'm gonna use a example. This is Flame. The real life version is much cuter, but at the same time he's also very small here. Yeah, I think I wasted all this time, and then when you actually put the picture in, it does not look great. Unfortunate. I'm just gonna mask it. Oops. Sorry, I need to invert and then mask it, so my ace is still there, my brand is still there. But yeah, I guess if I add more pictures to this, it would look fine. Ooh, but I need to come up with a alternative. I guess for now I would add just a simple bow from the sketch that I drew here, the lower right, but I'm gonna do it here instead. Very unfortunate, I wasted all that time. No, there's a virtue to being basically unknown, because imagine having even just a few even like a few dozen people watching, and then you just waste everybody's time. Like, fucking god, I don't have that level of audience yet. Jesus Christ, the amount of guilt I would feel. Yeah, thanks guys for watching me fail at drawing a cat's face and then ended up not being able to use it anyway. You know, thanks for coming to my stream. Wow, big preach. I just wasted so much time. Let me just shut the fuck up and salvage this. Yeah, I think further edits for this needs to have all the pictures inserted first, and then I'll have to manually add like backgrounds for this and all that just because it's difficult to that's the thing with collages, that's very difficult to immediately prepare everything without considering how the pictures are gonna look and how they're gonna be placed. Yeah, that's a huge problem. I think I'm gonna have to end up removing the backgrounds myself, kind of like scrapbook quality. Yeah, so it's kind of like digital scrapbooks. Yeah, so you have to look like this, but I'll have to add more pictures and then see how it look. And then I have to decide the background color to like what, like this, too dark. And I think it's about yeah, I think it's about done. The frame itself, I guess, is done, but I'm gonna have to do some adjustments after adding more pictures. Like that. Is the size similar? I'm gonna have to make it bigger. I think no, that's too big. Never mind. Okay, make it smaller. Yeah, it's already 10:30 in my time, and I need to move on to Lilith. And now that I think about it, this is unrelated to my art. I thought that it is very weird because I do receive some throwaway questions from my, I guess mostly my college friends back when I was still in university. I've had people asking me if I want to be, if I'm interested in making comics, like webtoon comics, or be a streamer, but specifically, you know, game streamers, I guess. It's just so you know, it's actually very difficult to even draw and talk at the same time, let alone play very intense games and talk. So I've always thought that it would be that is very weird for my friends to be asking things like that, because on top of being able to concentrate, I also have to be entertaining. I can't just talk out of my ass and be unfunny and unentertaining. Like, I have to be able to make people, you know, feel engaged, which I personally think that it's impossible. Maybe recording is one thing, but streaming is a whole other beast. Even with drawing, I have difficulty concentrating about the things that I want to say, exactly because of that. Because first I would, you know, be talking nonsense. Second, I have to be, the things that I say have to be, you know, in some way useful, whether it's insightful, you know, truthful, or even funny, which I believe most of what I say are neither of those. Oops, sorry, I'm gonna mute for a second. Sorry, I'm drinking 10 p.m. coffee. I'm drinking coffee late at night, and the coffee is wrapped in plastic bags, so it's very rustly and noisy. God, the expressions. I think these are too big. I need to resize it. I'm pretty sure for my other OCs character sheet, I'm pretty sure the expressions are not this big, because I clearly fitted another pose, like kind of full body, but my character's sitting. But here, the hair kind of takes up the majority of the canvas. But then again, if I don't make characters with this kind of like wacky hairstyles, I'm just gonna be stuck with like flat and long flat hair. Oops. Ooh, I almost threw my mouse away. I am not okay. Maybe it's because of the fact that I was pissed early in the morning, but yeah, I don't want to get into that. Just know that my mood is all over the place, so I'm having a hard time. Right, and I'm trying to remember if I have managed to say what I want to say when it comes to my decisions for the expressions that I choose to include in the character sheet. If I didn't end up muting myself in the middle of the explanation, then it should be clear that my expressions are highly dependent on my character's personality. If I'm honest, even these two, no, maybe not this angry one, but this one definitely, I'm having difficulty deciding if this is enough for the gauge of like her ability to feel happiness. Is this enough, or is this still too big of an expression? I don't know why there's like a difficulty with I don't know, making like a coherent character with me, because even my first OC, Lucius, was created solely because I want to draw like male character, male physique, but with like long hair. And even then, I barely draw him. And then there are people who make characters with like not just their personalities, but their whole as backstory ready. And I feel like I don't know, as like, you know, a long time artist who has barely any improvements and barely draw for the most for the, you know, earlier part of my life. There's like a certain feeling to, you know, that accompanies these thoughts, where I believe that I may not have been efficient enough, I guess. Is the word efficient? I don't know. Like, I didn't utilize the fact that I could create my own character and, you know, write some short backstory for the characters for the sake of making expression study, pose study, and the like a lot easier. I never utilized that. I just created a character because I like men with long hair, and then I never take advantage of that. I guess I would say that I'm a very inefficient artist. Like, let's not even talk about AI or generative AI. Let's just talk purely just about our hands, about an artist's hands. I think the biggest issues when it comes to art is the ability to get burned out very quickly. Sometimes the inability to be patient, the unwillingness to experiment. That kind of combination is rather deadly, and it's what I have went through so many times when I was still in school, to the point that it took me like months. I'm pretty sure I probably said this already, but it took me months just to finish one artwork, and it's after restarting it so many times, but getting the anatomy wrong no matter how many times I've restarted. So a lot of time were spent drawing, but a lot of it were dissatisfaction with my own abilities, I would say. Like, if I genuinely still draw the way I used to draw right now, this character sheet would not exist. I would not be, I wouldn't even be streaming. I think I would have, fully given up on art. And I guess AI art is another thing. But how do I say this? I think it's I wouldn't say unnecessary, but I can't say that I feel any sort of like, I wouldn't no wait, the right word would be, I don't feel like unreasonable anger when I see generative art, but I would still like to be able to push it away. Like, I would still filter them out if I could. But yeah, I don't think that I would be, up in arms, pitchfork and torches ready to be angry about AI art. If anything, I should be angry at the people who constantly churn out, outright slop. No purpose, no intention, no deliberacy in the type of art they claim they make. Like, it's just a bunch of overdone, yeah, over rendered objects smooshed together in the canvas. I can't say that it's what considered good. Like, there's no flaws, there's no endearing inaccuracies. Endearing as in, like, the anatomy doesn't have to be correct, the proportion doesn't have to be correct, but that there's effort put into it, there's intention in it. But with AI art, if there's even any, I have never seen it. I have never seen these deliberate choices or deliberate mistakes, I'd say. That people tend to make mistakes when they draw, and instead of fixing it, they left it kind of like a souvenir kind of things. I can't think of the right word. So it's uniquely theirs, I'd say. Yeah, I'm not in the camp of wanting very violently wanting AI to die, but also people who uses AI to die. I'm not in that kind of camp. I just wish that when people say that they use generative AI as tools, they actually use it as tools, not your commissioned artist, basically. I'm saying all of this because I recently was it a few days ago? 3 now? 3 days? Oops. Where? Oh, I turned on the razor. Like 3 days ago, I made a post on a thread about the ridiculousness about this new, like, incredible $200 million looking movies, when if you actually pay attention to the video they posted, there is a lot of AI fuckery within the video. So I made a status that reflects my opinion on videos like that, and then there was one person that had to let me know that, oh, it's just advertisement for the new app that they are going to launch, even though I do not consume this kind of content, nor do I care to. And I noticed that with this kind of AI users attitude is that they have this doomer mentality. I've told my friend this the other day, yesterday in fact, and I told her that they have this kind of like doomer mentality, because just after the first reply, the second reply they gave me was kind of like, oh well, their AI videos are gonna be released in the American theaters anyway, so you would have to be a hermit in the woods to avoid this kind of content, which I also told my friend is hilarious because I don't go to movie theaters. So I don't know why you're telling me this as like a gotcha, as a slam dunk, because I do not give a fuck. I don't know, AI is inevitable type of attitude is odd to me, because the block button exists. That's the first thing I said that in my main tweet, is that I'm grateful for the existence of the block button, because I can just block out all these low effort AI videos, because again, I need at least some sort of intention in your content. It's not supposed to just look believable enough or look good enough. You're supposed to make me feel something, feel what you want out of me. I need to be able to feel the emotion you want me to feel by looking at your videos, but I don't, other than annoyance. Like, how the hell is a police car's the police riding on the car is POCE, POCE, instead of police? Now that's not gonna make me that's not gonna make me go, oh, this is so good, I was wrong, AI is so good. This is just going to make me think that, okay, you didn't even double check it, you didn't even fix anything, you just look at it once, think that it's cool, and then you posted it. I don't know. My main attitude with AI is currently that. I mean, there are also a lot of problems regarding generative AI due to the current data centers, you know, RAM prices going up again. Everything has AI in it, and it's made people's life a lot harder. By harder, I mean it just annoys a lot of them. Those are you know, a lot more serious topics, especially the data centers one. But that is out of my realm. All I can say, all I can focus on when it comes to AI art or AI content in general is the one that I've already explained. You need to want something to reflect genuinely reflect your idea, not just something that, oh, this looks good, this looks like what an artist would make or a filmmaker would make. But I don't know, maybe I'm just what do they call us, a Luddite or a Luddite. I don't know, it's very weird, very weird. Even weirder when, you know, considering that with my thread post, the one that replied to me and ended up like going to a whole other direction with their argument. It's not even an argument. I wasn't trying to argue. I just said that I do not want to have AI content on my home feed because of the low effortness. But I was told that I should just accept generative AI because it's here to stay, that you cannot ask that kind of AI to not be developed and be abandoned. Mind you, I never said anything about people needing to abandon Gen AI. I never said any of that, but for some reason that's their argument against me, which is really weird. I think people who are chronically online just have a very skewed view of how the real world works or how disagreements work, because there's no such thing as nuance with them. I believe that the last time I replied was just to reiterate that rather than generative AI itself, I just hate the content that's been circulating and been overhyped to shit. That's what I hate, because it's obviously not ready for public consumption, but because, you know, greed, corporate greed, they released it as soon as possible, hyped every update to get people to pay money to use it. I don't know what's so hype about that. It's almost 11 p.m. here, but I'm just gonna keep complaining. I guess in all honesty, it's not really complaining. It's more so that I'm voicing my confusion with the way some people use their logic. But yeah, I would conclude that chronically online people are very extreme and they like to use circular arguments. If that fails, they will use the one where it's basically moving goalposts. Like if they can't win against an argument, they're gonna randomly bring up other arguments, which is basically what I had to deal with about my thread post. Just very weird attitude. It's like, oh, just accept AI and stop complaining, blah blah blah. Like, there are a lot of content on the internet that I do not consume because I do not believe that it is of any value to me personally. Just like how this art stream is of no value to a lot of people. But I do not tell people that they should just accept, you know, my content being shoved in their face. If you don't want to watch, it's okay. If you need a background noise, then you go ahead, put this video, put this stream. But the arguments from these AI users that I've come across has always been very forceful, very aggressive. Like, just accept it. I don't care about your lack of consent. I don't want to go there with the comparison, but generally it does feel like they do not give a fuck about people's consent. Oh, I think this post may be a bit uncomfortable to pull off. It makes the body look awkward. Maybe I need to revert the left leg back to just standing straight. Wait, can I make this work? And I hope I can pull off this playful shithead energy for her. Oh, wait, never mind. I don't think I can make her playful because I just remembered that that's supposed to be Lucia's characteristics. So maybe a little bit playful, you know, they're siblings after all. But it would be very weird to create blood related characters that are genuinely 180 of each other. Realistically, you would still have like a few traits that are shared between them, or well, at least that's how it is when it comes to me and my older siblings. That we're still different at the end of the day, but we have some shared traits, shared habits. I think I won't be able to get my expression done. Ooh, Maybe I need to finish this offline because again, I think I've said it the other day that it will be a time-consuming one when it comes to character sheet, because I need to get a lot of references, and I also need to pull up my other drawing of Lilith in case I forgot how she looks like. I don't think that I need to be too accurate with the line. I mean, kinda, but not to the point where I need to pull a perfect line. Just as long as there are clear silhouettes of my character, that should be fine. And this pose ends up looking a bit weird. I think I need to pull this right leg a bit straighter, because otherwise I'm losing the anchor, like the anchor of the weight. Yeah, let's see if I can pull this off. So it should be like this. So it will be easier for the other leg to be bent like this. I guess I need to do more what it's called, post study, anatomy study, to be honest, so I can fuck up less often. Wait, I'm confused about physics. Oh yeah, it's the other way around. I'm supposed to add this kind of pushed effect where like the upper part of these, the upper part of the shoes is supposed to be pushed against the character's leg, so this part becomes, you know, a bit more pointed. Yeah, I'm probably doing this wrong again, but you know, that's why there's a eraser, not an undo button, but an eraser. Oh, I accidentally reset it. Yeah, I think this is more accurate. Then and are the calves too big? The calf muscles, sorry. Ooh, there should be more muscles here, muscle lines. So it's like what, like this? So I should pull the line down, and then the muscle here should stiffen up a little. This is completely unnecessary, but I just want to get used to paying more attention to the anatomy a little more, because I'm so used to just drawing things to close, aka headshots. So drawing full body things, I am running around like a headless chicken. The only difference is I have my head intact, but I'm still running around as if I don't have a head, aka I'm clueless. Okay, so I think this works a lot better. Are the feet too short? It's a bit too short. Oh, I'm at the bottom. Oops. Unselect. Oh, you can't just click tap Control T in Krita. You have to select it regardless. Okay. I'm pretty sure in Clip Studio you don't have to select anything to be able to transform the entire layer, but maybe that's a setting thing that I need to set something in Krita's configuration. I will have to deal with that later. So now I need to check if my anchor point is correct. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot better than before. Oh god, it's 11 p.m. Ah. I don't think it makes sense for a baggy short. Oops. Okay. I don't think this is bent enough. For some reason, when it comes to picking these, the anchor point, I keep failing when I try to select it with my pen. Is it a me problem again? Probably is. Okay. Oh. It should be flatter. Now I'm thinking, just for the sake of not wasting too much time on stream with this, maybe, just maybe, either I do all of this offline, or I'll do another stream just doing the outlines, but the rendering I will do it offline. I don't know. Or if I suddenly grow, you know, a third hand, maybe I can finish this a lot sooner. Or I stop overthinking about the design. should be able to be quick. That's too long. Oh yeah, I just remembered something. So for some reason, when it comes to TeamSpeak, I may or may not have quote-unquote forgotten that you can still make your own server, because me and my big brain tried setting up my own server before and I failed, which is probably why I forgot, because I repressed it from my memory. No, but I think I failed because I forgot that. It's not that I forgot, sorry, I didn't know, and I didn't look up the solutions, broader solutions. Instead I just focused on like, oh, why didn't this specific function work, just to find out the other day that you know, when it comes to you know, as it is with server hosting, that I forgot a crucial part of it, that is port forwarding. So when I tried it, there was nothing about port or forwarding or port forwarding. I didn't read it, nor did I look it up. So I believe that's literally why I failed. Then when I went to check the servers again, like just to make sure that I'm not talking out of my ass. And there it was. The fact that you can make your own server. It's just that I genuinely repressed it from my memory. I should be fine on the second try. There's no way I would still fail, because it's not even basic programming, it's much simpler. So I guess if I fail, I should just throw my PC out of the window because I am not worthy. There ain't no way I put this much effort into not just building my PC but caring for my PC just to fail at a simple server hosting job. It's not even a job. It's too easy to be a job. I mean, this specific instance, not like hosting actual big servers. But also, yeah, Discord sucks. Oh, the fuck did I do? Okay. Yeah, I think I pressed C on accident. I just realized that I've been trying to outline this without saying anything. Even though I probably should have said it earlier. I think it's best to just draw all of this in one layer as I'm doing now. I'm not gonna do another round of outlining and separate them into different folded in different layers. Sorry, it's late and I'm starting to get delirious. I think I actually fixed the proportion a lot better with this attempt compared to my sketches. Are there fireworks outside at this hour? I mean, yeah, it's a lot more appropriate at this hour, but I thought that these people were already releasing them a few hours ago before I even started my stream. Like, it's getting louder. The fireworks are getting louder. Motherfuckers. Sorry, they're just trying to, you know, celebrate the New Year's, and here I am drawing. Yeah, I think this is good enough already. Yeah, the hairstyles is already what I want. The clothes is supposed to be kind of, you know, one of those very, very cute, sweet clothing style. Oh, I don't know the name. It's very, very cute. I've seen a few girls, a lot of girls, that kind of rock this style, and they look very nice. They're really pretty with it. And for this one, I think the choker and the style of the sleeves should look, you know, should be the perfect combination and should look nice. Maybe it's a bit out of place for her in terms of, you know, personality clashes, but it still look nice. I think the hand proportions should be like this. I think I'm actually getting a bit better at grasping the proportions between like the character's head and hands. At least I would think so, because I do tend to still make either the hand a bit too small or too big. So yeah, again with the inefficient artist thing, that I was wasting too much time drawing like the same old portrait art over and over again. So when it actually matters, when you're supposed to be showing off, other skills, you stumble a lot until you tripped and then fall. Jesus. That's a really shitty comparison, but yeah, that you're having difficulty now because you're too comfortable doing the same thing over and over again. But I think this will be a bit difficult because of the angle and the type of nose that my character has. I think it's a lot more realistic for a character's brow to actually go down, right, when they laugh, instead of going up, because I've often see brows like relaxing on anime when, in reality my brows, at least my brows, tend to furrow when I laugh. Like it narrows down a lot more. But I could be wrong. But since this is my, character, I'm gonna follow my the way my body works, because that's a great idea. Oh shit, it's 11:30 already. God, hold on. Wait. Too many lines. Too crowded. This is way too crowded. Uh-oh. I think I need to move this a bit more. Wrong tool. I need to select this. Is it too close? A little bit. Then I need to move this one. Yeah, I think this is about it. But oh my god, 11:30. Still need to be honest, I still need to make other work on other projects other than this one. But I'm already delirious. All right. Oh, okay. Sorry, there were, automatic spraying. I'm not gonna explain what it is, but it's other than the fact that it's a freshener. But yeah, I think that's it for me for tonight. I am tired. Thank you for watching, by the way. I appreciate if you're still watching up until now, even though I'm a bit all over the place tonight. But yeah, thank you again for watching. I will be going now. Bye bye.